Texans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. On 2nd and 9, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
So don't say nothing.
Watson with a give to Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. We got 3, we got 3. Watch him. Check nipple.
On second down, here's Miller. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set. 19. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
3rd and 2, Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on 4th down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on 4th down in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Mike 54. Here we go. 59. 59.
To throw again on second down. Watson completes it to Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We own him.
Watson looks to throw again. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check safety. Rush in.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
They're going for it on 4th. Has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Miller. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Miller kept out of the end zone on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Gary and Conley on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. And don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
47. 55.
looking to throw. Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott finding Witten, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Elliott running right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Watch switch. Down as well.
Here's Watson. And an alley to run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on now, let's go.
fans, a reminder. I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Watson on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Lamar Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. I can't see the line.
Hey, we gotta snap it.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Jim.
A shotgun snap for Watson, escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time. On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They're running it. 31. 54
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson steps away to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Watson. And an alley to run. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills as the first half is winding down as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check it back.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Here we go, D. Outstep defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 47-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Just like that. Just like that.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go, defense. We're going to 54.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check 3.
They'll run with Miller. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Miller. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here we go. 2 times.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Texans.
Set. 19. First thing.
They run again with Hyde on first. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike set. 19.
Mike 5-4. Let's get the ball.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. A first down carry now for Miller. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's got to be a long day. Check. Cross.
Now it's Miller. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. He finds his target, Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead.
Coming after you. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now,
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 72 yards, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
talk about a seesaw game. Up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football, Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Line 50, line 50. Let's go, D.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Let's go.
To throw is Watson. And this one's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Miller. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 43 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. This is Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 4-8. 5-5-5. Stay with your man. 26.
Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Cunningham and the Texans take over an excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Watson steps away. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Right there. 54. 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Here's Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 47.
Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Strong left, strong left, strong left.
Prescott to throw. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Rolling to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass, and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's a big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to the ground. This time it's Donald. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
54 right there. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, and it is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Partner, a great game that we got to see.